computer. Oh, yeah, we're on. Hi, I'm Executive Director Julie Potts from Indiana, and this is my daughter.
Hi, I am Nicole Potts Gumbel, Independent Sales Director, and I live just south of Nashville, Tennessee. And we decided to record us. We were hanging out and we were like, we should record about Mary Kay because it has totally been our whole life and changed our lives. So let's go.
All right, so a little bit about me. I love to travel. Nicole and I were just talking in the last 3 years. My
You
husband,
said you were going to talk about your family first, but we're going
I'm talking
travel
about
first. This
traveling
is a
first.
good picture of who she is.
Traveling. We've been to Cabo, Italy, Greece, Spain, Hawaii, Florida, and a ton of little weekend getaway trips. We love to do just little getaway trips. And my daughter has four children. My son has one. So I have five grandkids, two children, and I've been married to the love of my life, CJ, for 37, almost 38 years. Nicole, tell them a little bit more about you.
I have been married for 12 years to my hunky hubby, Donnie Gumble, and he is a strength and conditioning coach. So, health and wellness and total body wellness are a big part of our life and what we like to do and talk about. And we have four beautiful kids. I homeschool all four of them. Their ages are 10 to 4, and we love coffee. We both love coffee.
Mhm.
We enjoy coffee dates together, and we get to travel a lot. Like she said, through Mary Kay together. But I don't get to travel all over the world like she does. It's not my season of
Yeah.
life. But I do love coffee yet. But I do love coffee, and we like to share coffee with each other.
Yeah. I
Pretend.
was also going to tell them that I'm also been an avid CrossFitter for the last 6 years.
You know how you know if someone does CrossFit? Because they tell you. So who were you
Before
before
Mary
Mary Kay?
Kay, 36 years ago this month, I said yes to Mary Kay. And before Mary Kay, I did not wear makeup. I love people, but fitness and self care and all that kind of stuff just really wasn't that important to me. Nicole was only 4 months old. We had just moved to a small town, 12 hours away from family and friends, to Alabama. And so that was kind of me before this was not me 36 years ago. Not at all.
That's what I hear. That's not who she was. And this is not who I was.
Cross my leg.
Okay. Can you leave the massage gun here? I did not have any kids.
Just massaging my
I
leg.
had just met my boyfriend who I ended up marrying. Give me the massage gun.
Try and massage my leg.
The 4-year-old is using the massage gun. Go out then. And I just graduated college. I had a different plan. I was going to be an executive assistant. And when I started having kids, I really wanted to raise my kids. And so I was going to quit when I had kids and be a stay-at-home mom. And that was my life plan back then. And I was really negative too, fresh out of college, just kind of consumed by the world. And I wasn't her. I wasn't who she was. And so that's where I was, though. I was working as an assistant.
You were a cheerleader.
Yeah, in high school.
Yeah. She was a cheerleader. She definitely was me. She just doesn't remember that part of who I knew her to be. So why did I almost say no to Mary Kay? I almost said no to Mary Kay because I didn't know anybody in town. I didn't want to be in sales. I thought um, direct sales, especially makeup, you had to be loud and obnoxious and rude and pushy. And so I had all of these like excuses of why I didn't think I wanted to do Mary Kay after my mother-in-law highly suggested because I needed money immediately that I look into Mary Kay. And but really what almost stopped me, besides all of those things that I just needed to work out in my head, is I was scared. Because we were broke and I was broken. And so many things besides her and my husband, I had wanted to go to prom, never got asked to go to prom. Anyway, all of these things in my life just never happened, like all of these
Yeah.
dreams that I had. And I didn't want this to be just another one of those.
Yeah. And why I almost didn't say no is because her greatest need is fun and pleasure. I don't know if you know the greatest needs, you should learn them. But her greatest need is fun and pleasure, and mine is safety and security. And so when she talked about Mary Kay, it was that she was having so much fun and everything was so much fun and everything she did was so much fun. And I needed a firm paycheck in my bank account. That's what I needed from my job. And so the big holdup in my brain was thinking, I'm not going to have a firm paycheck. And one day God was like, why do you think a human controlling your paycheck is safer than me controlling your paycheck? And that really shook up that belief system in my brain.
Yeah.
So why did you say yes then?
So I said yes because Cindy said one question. One question. And I said yes because that one question. And she said, besides the fear of starting something new, what do you have to lose to give it a try? And we needed money. I wanted flexibility. I was tired of working for other people because I would either quit or I'd get fired. The longest I had ever worked a job was maybe 6 months. And I wanted control over my life. And so that fear that was holding me back, when she said, what's the worst thing that could happen? I was like, I guess I would just chalk it up as another one of those jobs I didn't like. But here we are 36 years later. So what made you finally decide, go for it, Nicole?
Well, it wasn't just one question. You had to answer a lot of questions, but it was kind of a similar. I'd met Donnie and we were talking about the future and the future kids we would have and the life we wanted to live and our dreams and all of that lovey-dovey dating stuff when you meet the man you're going to marry. And one of our conversations, he said, babe, if you want to give our kids the life that you were blessed enough to be able to live, because we knew he was called to what he does, you're probably gonna have to bring in an income. And I was like, no way. And so really he kept saying, what do you have to lose? What do you have to lose? Your mom lives the life that you are saying that you want to have. What do you have to lose to just try it? And ultimately, after hearing that similar question, I've never connected the two. What do you have to lose? From someone that I respected, and obviously my mom, who I respect more than anyone else in the world, was saying the same thing. And that's what it came down to, is that with my own mother, and if you're a mom, there's no one in the world that wants better for their child than a mom, than the mom for the child. And if my own mother wanted this for me, all of the other stuff was a wash, right? Like I could hang my hat on that. So all of that combined
Yeah.
led me to a yes.
And
So how much was your starter kit?
I was just
when
going
you
to
said
say
yes?
that yours was 13 years ago was $90.
100.
$100?
Nope, mine was 100.
Mine was 95, 36 years ago. And now you can start for $35. 35. I don't think I would have thought twice about it. Even 36 years ago, $35 wouldn't have been a game changer.
No, $35 is half of what I spend at Chick-fil-A on my family to eat. It's so crazy. $35 to try to do what we do. And like our questions, I did not connect, were the same of what do you have to lose to try? So we're going to ask you a final question is, what do you want your story to be? If someone said, who are you today? And you wrote out who you are today, and then someone asked you that same question a year from now, just next Christmas, or someone asked you that same question 5 years from now, what do you want to be able to say? And do you have the vehicle to change that?
Gosh, if I think back on 36 years, I wouldn't change anything. Having moved so much, and yeah, it's a big deal. Anyway, thanks for listening. Hope you guys have
Thanks for hanging.